All right, hello. I am running a little bit late to a model meetup, but that's okay. We are going to be doing some makeup. I already just washed my hair. I'm going in with a primer because I want my makeup to stick. I honestly don't know what look I'm going for. This is not the outfit I'm going to be wearing. There we go. This is not the outfit that I'm going to be wearing. Just usually when you do makeup, you don't want to have anything with sleeves simply because it's going to stop you from putting anything like getting your face and getting it ruined with the makeup and vice versa. So we've got the primer on there. Now, if I had more time, I would probably pluck my eyebrows. I already painted my nails earlier. I am waiting on a color to come in. I did get a few more colors, but this is the color I have. The dress that I'm wearing is going to be a baby blue. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go in with like the lightest shade of concealer ever on my eyelids, and I kind of do this to prime them. There we go. Just like that. I don't cover the whole lid because I like to use my fingers and dab it in. I just recently saw that my Cincinnati video has gotten over 1,000 views. So thank you to everyone who watched it. I honestly could not believe that people were actually watching that. That was one of my favorite places to go ever, like ever. Which is weird because I've been to Italy, but I really liked Cincinnati, Ohio. Don't understand that one, but hello. But anyway, after that, we've got all of this done, and we're gonna go in. I think I might do something a little bit more natural, but I'm not quite sure yet. The dress is a baby blue and white, so I may actually want to go in with something a little bit baby blue. I do have this brush, which I did use with some very dark blue. Thank you so much. Some very dark blue, so I'm just gonna kind of see. That's gonna be very dark. But you know what? We're gonna go with it. We're just gonna put a little bit and see if that does it. And you like to brush inwards. Because if you brush outwards, you're just gonna make a mess. And you can always clean it up later. I think I'm going to be doing some more live streaming on here. I have not been on this channel in a hot minute. Harley Quinn. Yeah, not today. I definitely have done that makeup look before, but I might do it again. There we go. So we have the blue, and we're going to want to add in some sparkles. I was recently at a tournament, and everyone was asking, because I was wearing some very sparkly makeup. Everyone was asking, what type of sparkles is that? And I'm not sponsored by them at all, but it's Kaima Cosmetics. What star sign am I? What star sign do you think I am? I would actually really be curious to know what people think my star sign is. I'm just going in with my fingers, just like that. I'm adding in like a little teal color. It is, good job. It is Aquarius. I feel like I do give off those vibes. There we go. And I literally just washed my hair, and usually I dry it. You are too. Oh, you're a January Aquarius. I feel like January and February Aquariuses are just a little bit different. I don't really believe in cusps at all, but I am right on the cutoff for Aquarius. I am where like Pisces would be, but I think I am fully an Aquarius. I'm gonna put some shimmery white, and this is like the palette that I cannot name because it's a very controversial makeup palette. What makes January and February Aquariuses different? Well, I am not an expert on astrology by any standpoint, but I feel like, and this is just my opinion, and I feel like that January Aquariuses are just a little bit more serious, which that kind of relates to the whole cusp thing, because January Aquariuses are closer to being Capricorns, and I view Capricorns as pretty serious and hardworking. I like to view myself a little bit less so. Where am I from? I am from, well, I'm from Florida. My family's from Greece. Let's see, I want to do a little bit more of that darker blue. Mercury in Capricorn. So that is actually how you communicate. Yeah, I changed my mind. We're going in with more blue. This palette, I was on a kick where I wanted to get rid of anything with like that was not mineral based makeup. So I did, and I had a full size one. And then I regretted it. We have the same arm hair. I mean, I guess. What is my channel about? So my channel is a whole mismatch of things. I'm really big on cooking, which I have not done a cooking video in a while. Oh, amount. I have not done a cooking video in a while, which I want to do. But it also is for traveling, for makeup, and for a lot of like environmentalism, arts and crafts, all that stuff. I love cooking, and I have like 30 million allergies, so I like to do cooking that is kind of caters to that, because I want everyone to have a chance to be able to eat food, because food is delicious and wonderful. All right, the next thing, I'm gonna go with my normal concealer now, because this concealer is not like bright white. You have a degree in cooking, like from like chef school. Every time I do blue, like my face turns blue, which I do not like. So you're a chef. That's pretty cool. I've always wanted to be called a chef, but I don't think I could do it because I genuinely don't think that you have to taste stuff. And with my allergies, I don't think they'd let me off the hook for like not tasting like 3/4 of the things. Oh, that's so cool. That is, I know a few people who did hospitality and all that. What chain of hotels? That's very, very cool. I bet you make really good food. Okay, there's way too much water on my face right now. All right, so we have the concealer. Oh, I love, Sheridan, start my own allergy safe restaurant. Here's the thing. No, because I would design a menu for a restaurant, but actually working a restaurant, that is a lot of hours. And I may want to do that, but that is not realistic for me at all. It is Greek. It's probably one of the Greekest sounding names. People are like, are you Greek? And I'm like, I don't know. Does Athena Fantasies sound Greek to you? So this, do I drink? I do not. I drink water. But this event is going to be at a rooftop bar, which I'm hoping that there's something non-alcoholic there. Makeup's actually working out today. Some days it doesn't. Y'all are way more fun than the Instagram live. Everyone just sits there and is very quiet on Instagram. And I don't know why. I definitely prefer YouTube over Instagram. So definitely a pro tip. Wash your beauty blenders more than... You are 2 years sober. Congratulations. That is a huge deal and a huge accomplishment. I am really proud of you for doing that. And I really hope that you keep going with it. All right. Like, this looks good on camera. But I don't know if it's gonna look good on like the camera. There we go. Thank you so much. I actually have been using like a random lotion I found. I don't even know what it is. It smells like lavender. All right, so we are done with the eyes. We're done with the base. Now we're gonna go in with some sort of contour. I did find a neat trick for my nose. And the trick is, I have this really, really old makeup palette. And my sister, when I was growing up, actually put all these pictures of, I think it's Vin Diesel. I don't know if it's Vin Diesel. But I used to be afraid of him when I was like 10. And my sister decided she was going to put him everywhere. There is still pictures of him in my parents' house in like random spots because she went crazy with it. She put like, I don't know, 40 of them up. All right, I'm going to get a little brush. I do not have my little brush available. That's so sad, probably because I used it for my eyes instead of my nose. But we're going to take this. And hopefully that works. But I've just been using like this kind of like grayish brown. My nose is not going to be nearly as on point as I would like it to be. Maybe if I just tap it in. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Yeah, my face is still like, this was not a great idea to shower like 30 minutes before I had to go. But I still don't have a hairdryer because I'm waiting on I want to get that vintage one. It kind of like, you know, looks like pew pew cowboy. Oh, wow. Alrighty, so then we're gonna do the rest of the contour. Where is it? It's probably in my bag. I have been up and going so many times, but I don't quite know where it is. Well, it looks like we're going to be using the darker one today. This is not the one that I wanted to be using. I feel like it's a bit too intense, but we're going to use it anyway. And like literally the smallest amount of this. And this is so weird because I'm like, there we go. Yeah, I'm doing this on like a wet face. All right. And we're just going right around here. Yeah, I really do hope that this shows up well in the photos. It's probably the best that it's looked in a while, though. I am impressed. Maybe I should do my makeup like this more often. All right. I am always on the hunt for a actual cool toned contour, though. So if anyone knows of one, please let me know. Pretty please, because I really would like it. All right, so we've got the contour on. And now this is a trick that I do quite often, but we're just gonna go in with a little dot right here. It's gonna look weird right now. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna tap that out. And that kind of cuts it, so it makes your jawline look just a little sharper. Thank you so much. And we're also gonna do that on the chin. Just a little bit, because this stuff is bright. This is like the lightest shade I could find. Which I know is not the rules of makeup, but we're gonna do a little bit up here. There we go. I am already so late to this thing. I was supposed to be there at 5. I'm probably gonna get there at 6. I'm still dripping water everywhere. All right. So now we're gonna do blush, and I do have a beauty blender for that. I'm not gonna use the same one for everything. I have done that for years. I finally got a few more this past Christmas. And I'm gonna bring it right up to where my eye is and smile. And other side. Yeah, this is not the dress. The dress I'm gonna be wearing like a petticoat and stuff. It's gonna be very fluffy. Don't even know how I'm gonna get in and out of the car with it. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna do a little bit right here. And I always do a little bit of blush on my chest. I just feel like it makes me look healthier. I don't know. I think it looks cute like that. So we have most of the face done. Now we're going to be doing some eyebrows, some eyeliner. Let's see. So we got some of our eyebrows. And I'm going to close some of these so I don't get them all over this. Because just because this is like my getting ready dress, it's not, I don't want to get it covered in makeup anyway. So usually people do eyebrows off camera. I'm not going to. I'm just going to look into my mirror. I do need to get a clean, sharp brush next time though. I'm debating on changing my eyebrow shape again. I kind of want to make it sharper. But at the same time, I don't want to look angry. So this is after. So you can see that that very much makes a difference. This is a dark brown. I also have one in blonde, but I don't use it. I think when my nail polish comes in, the one that I ordered, I'm gonna do like a try on because I think I got like 4 colors. So we'll round out my collection to I think like 11. I think I'll have 11 after that. Okay. And this is why people don't do their eyebrows on camera, is because the mess up is like imminent. I love how one looked normal and the other one is like so wonky. But they're close enough. Close enough. Alrighty, so before I finish the eyes, before I go in with my eyeliner, we're actually going to go in with this. And if Kaima Cosmetics ever sees this, please sponsor me. I like use your glitters exclusively because they're not made of plastic. And that's hard to get from a glitter. I'm also using this. It doesn't have like strong adhesive because I am slightly allergic to adhesive. I'm gonna put it on the center of my eye. This kind of helps the glitter stick. And the glitter's made out of minerals. And again, this was another thing that my mom got me for like a Christmas present 2 years ago. It's still going strong. But I'm just gonna take a little dab of this. And if I had white glitter, I would put it on here, but I don't. I only have this like gold glitter, which means my accessories are gonna be gold today. I did have like a rainbowy white glitter, but I don't know what happened to it because I've moved like 4 times in the past 2 years. I'm done moving now. Like there will be no more moves, and if there's another move, then it wasn't by choice. Because I really like where I live. This has been my favorite place I've lived ever. Like ever, ever. I'm actually gonna go in with this. There we go. So I feel like it still needs something brighter, you know? I feel like it needs something brighter. So I'm gonna go in with